Hello and welcome back to BattleTech, our extended 3049 Arano Restoration playthrough. I'm Shadow Coast and welcome to the channel. We're going to jump right back into it. We just are coming off of a priority mission, Axelis, and things went our way, so we are continuing on our journey. We have this battle in the jungle, so we're going to take that and then we'll head over and take a contract. We'll see. We're going to run this one out and then we might travel to another planet. Right now, we're just kind of playing some interlude missions. Organized Chaos in the morning. Briefing Yang jumps up. Commander Leopard is too small for my mech techs. Alright, so move only a small amount of supplies. So Medusa's low spirits, unfortunately, but we get 1,000 tech points. So because we have those tech points, we're going to put them to use.
Welcome to the grease pit, Commander.
Or we put them to use. I really want the AC-10 on this guy. So
That work order you submitted?
let's try to take this mission on and see what there's to see. We're going to... We'll take one salvage. That might not be worth it. Medusa's low spirits, so we're going to bench him. Let him cool off for 30 days. But we don't want to leave him behind too much. So one of the things we're trying to kind of science and figure out, and I tried to look at the Nexus mod page. I didn't really see how experience works. I'm sure it's somewhere in there, deep in the notes. I just couldn't find it through a quick search. Is understand how experience is applied, because we have these random fits and spurts where like some people will get 100 experience and other people will get 10 experience. So I don't know if that's based on kills, like overall utilization and number of hits throughout, but that's something we need to really understand. And the reason we want to understand that is if we are building a scout contingent, and I definitely plan on having 2 dedicated scouts, Decker being the first one at a minimum, and putting them in a Raven, which is my all-time favorite light mech. Um, we have to understand if we need to get them kills to level up their skills, because the way we build them from a mech warrior skills perspective will matter depending on how they get experience. So something we need to kind of science and understand. If you do have information or a site or resources you want to direct me to, please do so. Um, I only have so much time to game, so I prioritize playing over research, at least for BattleTech, since I just play it so much. Uh, but if it is out there, which I know I'm sure it's somewhere, and you know where it is, just let me know. So let's get to work and run it out. So someone was asking about other mods. I will post a video on some of my favorite mods and mods I haven't tried but I've heard good things about. So check that out. That'll come in a little bit. We'll see. This is kind of an interesting starting point. Do we have to... I'm kind of very interested because this unfortunately is the cutoff of the map. So we have to go down here, but I don't like that because then we're just like, they're like shooting fish in a barrel. So luckily everybody has jump jets for now.
Affirmative.
I've got eyes on hostile reinforcements. They're heading your way. Copy that.
So they're kind of right on top of us. We're going to...
Ready for orders. Roger that.
Oh no! Okay. That was a mistake. I did not realize that that was his sensor line. Well, I realized it as I clicked, so
What can I do?
that was stupid.
Ready?
We have high ground. The plan was to sensor lock him. Look at that impact. We're going to move Shadow last because he's the one we're pretty sure giving us line of sight. Miss! Okay, so part of the reason that when we jump him here, I think he goes out of sight. That's okay. We'll do this right the next turn. So they're gonna check down with us. This is part of the upgraded AI. They're not total numbskulls. Okay, what? Oh, it's because of the elevation. It's like screwing everything up. I mean, it makes sense.
I've got a sensor lock.
Yeah, of course he moves next. I should have probably sensor locked that one. Oh snap. That would have been smarter, but
Ready for orders.
oh well. So we're just gonna move.
On the move.
Kind of keep pounding that arm. He's already panicked. Oh, that's his medium laser. The large laser's on the other side. Ah, okay.
Waiting for orders.
That was a slightly tactical blunder on my part. Just not understanding
No sweat.
his layout. You should always take time to look at that. I thought his large laser was on his... What is this? His left arm? It's on his right arm. Ooh. Oh boy. Camera's screwed up. Okay, there we go. Interesting map.
Engaging target.
Oh, they're gonna check down with us.
What's up, boss? Lifting off.
Just gonna keep focusing fire, taking enemies off the map.
Got a lock.
They have reinforcements, so we're just using range. Revealed Shadow, so we're gonna move Shadow first. Move him back here.
Engaging
Still a good hit.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Good to go.
Okay, we don't wanna 60%. I mean, we have the elevation, but he does have 3 pips on him.
Got it. Another hit like that and you're toast.
I think this guy's panicked, but
What's up, boss? Copy that.
oh, that was not the smartest move, but that's okay.
Firing on target.
There we go.
Hot damn. Let's do this.
Staying in the trees. Of course, the wasp moves.
Yes, Commander.
This high ground advantage is real.
Think I hit something good. I hear ya. Uh-huh.
So if we can take this guy out.
Firing on target. Yeah, critical hit.
This is like a pretty high elevation angle, and it's kind of whacking out the camera a little bit.
Engaging
Um,
enemy mech destroyed.
Alright, Shadow Coast. Well played.
Receiving you.
So we're gonna reserve, see if they... Alright, they don't want to move.
Commander.
Don't blame him. Just gonna keep sensor locking the closest one.
Sensors locked on.
Another wasp.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Engaging jump
This
jet.
might be a bad idea. We have full resolve.
All weapons committed.
Alright,
Enemy
Shadow.
mech destroyed.
So the reason we were willing to put Shadow up there is because this guy
Waiting for
can't
orders.
really see us yet. So if we took him out, then he wouldn't be able to hit Shadow. So that was kind of the rationale behind that one. Just getting into position.
Waiting for my opening.
Ooh.
Affirmative.
Gonna get Decker into some of the action. Oh no! There are more!
What can
I
I
should
do
have
for
done
you?
that. We knew there was a third one.
Coordinates received.
Okay, so we were gonna try to get Glitch the kill,
Delivery.
but I wanted to make sure I can take these guys out. We're gonna be a little bit too hot. Ooh, we're not too hot. Alright, we'll get Shadow the kill.
All weapons committed. Enemy mech destroyed.
Receiving you.
So we're being overly cautious here, because they only have kind of light mechs. Stinger's gonna take a shot at Decker.
Orders.
Okay. It's probably not worth it, but trying to get Decker a kill.
I hear ya.
So we'll go last with Glitch to try to get her the kill.
Engaging target. Enemy mech critical damage detected.
Waiting for orders.
He is stressed.
Moving out.
This AC 5 hits. That could be it.
On it.
Nope.
Good to go.
Okay, we worked down the evasion. There we go. Well done, Glitch. Good job, team.
See that?
Good job, Commander.
Mission successful.
So, we probably should have just taken the money. We're not gonna use any of the mechs that we encountered. Phoenix, maybe. I think we might have CT'd it. See, 20 experience, 20 experience, 200 experience, 20 experience. So you have to, like, figure this out. I mean, we're on very slow progression, which makes it very difficult. Ooh. Come on, another Phoenix piece, son of a gun. Son of a gun. So I'm not looking at gear for plus, because we're in the middle of nowhere, and nobody has good gear out here. But when we go up and start fighting the clans, or get into, you know, Steiner and Karita, or the Cronus combined, those areas, when we fight those battles, we're taking time to go through, because there's going to be some plus weapons that we're going to want to pick up. So in my first video, I kind of outlined, I normally I disable that just to add difficulty, but I'm allowing us to be able to salvage plus and plus items because of what I call theoretical realism. So like hypothetically, theoretically, if we're in this time zone, time period, we would be able to pick up, you know, bonus weapons after the battle's over. So we're gonna wait for that next mission. Ambush convoy. So much running. Don't really like it. So look at these. There's gonna be more. I love how they added additional, like, I don't even know what this is, but we're going to want to ally with certain organizations or factions because that'll allow access to their store, which is absolutely critical for mechs we want. One of the challenges, though, is we're going to have to do some research on determining what mechs we want so we know who to kind of prioritize and run missions for. Bellerophon. We're going to 18 days. 22 days. Screw it. We're going first strike. I very well could regret this. But, okay, so this is where the inner merc is so helpful because things that we see is it's gonna tell us where we're going to want to go. So, for example, the alliance of House Davian and House Steiner has begun adding a new Centurion variant. So this is the Federated Sons and the Lyran Commonwealth. So if we wanted to get the Centurion 9D, which is actually pretty good. So here's my problem. I really like Centurions, but I like jump jets more than I like Centurions. However, the CN9D has endo steel chassis, which provides extra tonnage, which means we can add extra stuff to it. So heat sinks, but we can't add jump jets to it. Now, the CN9D is probably the best Centurion in my opinion, especially because you're swapping out for an LBX autocannon 10 and Artemis fire control system for the LRM launchers. Those are huge improvements to the base mech that we have. So if we want to get this, it's telling us that a new Avalon factory and facilities on Panport. So basically, Panpor or New Avalon is where we would want to go. And then we can get targeting info. We can, there's the Flea, choice quick draw. I'm not a big fan of the quick draw. In general, I just think it runs hot. One of the advantages here is that we're reducing tonnage for ferrofibrous armor. Just not something what I'm not interested in. Jaeger mech, not a big fan again. It's a glass cannon, but nothing to smirk at. Now, oh wait, do we run out of space? Are there negative quirks? The Charger. I have not played with this mech, but I think I'm gonna like it. It is an assault, but it has 5 jump jets, 4 lasers, so we could do double ERPPCs for long range, LRM 20 rack, and then some medium lasers or medium pulse lasers for closer range. Heavy scout and harasser, that's exactly my type of play. So House Karita or the Draconis combined. It's weird because sometimes it'll be like the house, like House Davian, and then it says House Karita, and then it just says the Draconis combined. The 3K is an upgrade of the 1A9, so it has that extra jump jet and double heat sinks. So hell yeah, that's something we're gonna want to keep an eye on. Charger 3K, we'll add that to our list. We're heading to first strike. We're taking it on. Normally I would prefer to have the Centurion, but screw it. We're gonna play it through. So let's go and get this done. Alright, so Glitch and Medusa, we're gonna split the copy between them, and they both have high spirits now. So we're gonna want to see how that plays out. And I'm trying to think here. at the end of this mission, do we want to store one of our mechs? No, I'm going to want to deploy the Centurion even though it doesn't have jump jets. We're going to probably put Medusa in it because he has the best piloting, so we can just, you know, one of the challenges is we want to make sure we can keep our mechs together and grouped. Ooh, that is costly. Yeah, we're going to keep it in the middle. I don't really toy around too much with the compensation, but, you know, once we have enough money, and we're taking on those harder engagements, those 3.5, 4 skull missions, um, we might tinker with it. Medical expenses, nobody's injured, but we're gonna do minimum restock. All right, so like basically we're not gonna have incur a penalty, but we're not gonna get a bonus to healing. We'll see. If we have a bunch of injuries after this, it's gonna suck. Thunderbolt. Um, Thunderbolt's pretty good. It is a pretty good mech. Double heat sinks. Where is this one? Keystone. I wouldn't mind. Um, Locust, no interest. Grasshopper. Love the Grasshopper. One of my all-time favorite heavy mechs is the Black Knight, but Grasshopper is a close second. So, production of new Grasshopper variants. House Davian. I don't know what's that different though. This might have more hard points, fewer jump jets. I don't know. Caesar, I actually don't know what the Caesar is. Looks good. No jump jets. Okay, we're not. Oh, awesome 9. Never been that much of an awesome fan, but they are pretty good frontline mechs. So we're just keeping an eye on things. We want the Charger 3K. I think that's Draconis combined, so we're going to keep that in the back of our mind. Okay, something that I should be doing. We can't see the hiring hall or store. Oh.
Good to go.
Waiting on this one.
Standing by.
I hear ya.
Receiving you.
Waiting for orders.
I'm here.
Okay, so we're gonna bring. Oh, where are we? We're gonna bring our high-spirited mech warriors. First strike in orbit, Weldry. Weldry, one of the most notorious held holes in the Oregon Reach. Everything about this place is hostile to human life, and for the past 3 years, Espinosa has used it as a dumping ground for his political enemies. The Directorate has a prison complex on the planet's surface. The inmate calls it the Icebox. Inmates call it the Icebox. So, imposing structure associated with Tarian architecture. Um, it's a holding facility for political prisoners, including high-value hostages, members of the founding family, spouses, sons, and daughters. If we liberate the prison and we set them free, Espinosa's leverage over the founding houses lose it. We will break Espinosa's leverage over the founding houses. The political map will change overnight. We don't know what the Directorate has been doing to our people in there, but we have to set them free, not just for political gain, but because there are people, and we need your help to do it. You got an army. What do you need us for? Subtle decisive action. I will lead the army in an all-out assault on the Directorate's primary spaceport. After I've drawn their attention, you will sneak and attack the icebox and liberate it. We'll set my uncle's hostages free and put the founding families in our debt, all in one fell swoop. A Regan soldier reminds me of a lightning raid I went on for your father's military. That was a good plan too, right up until we made contact with the enemy. Oh jeez. I do understand what you're saying, Shadow Coast, and the chaos of the battlefield is one of the major reasons why I need you on this drop. You and Mastiff improvised on Cormadir, and you got me through the coup alive. I'll be counting on you to use that same adaptability on Weldry, should the need arise. I'll remain in radio contact with you after we hit the ground. Good hunting, Shadow Coast. Give my uncle's troops the hell that they have earned. After the Directorate presence on the planet has been crushed and the icebox has been liberated, we'll regroup to celebrate our victory. So we're going to bring you in. So if we can get an AC-10, can set up our Centurion. Now, one of the things we want to think about, though, if we're putting in Medusa in the Centurion, we're going to want to get that gunnery skill up so his chance to hit with the AC-10 is increased. It doesn't do us any good if he's super quick but can't hit anything. Fight your way to the Icebox prison camp. Destroy all Directorate forces. Liberate the Icebox from Directorate control. This is our first strike against my uncle's Directorate, our first step towards justice. While I lead the Restoration Army against Weldry's primary spaceport, you will launch a sneak attack against the Icebox and liberate it. I know that you can do this, Shadow Coast. We can do this. Together. Hard to believe we're going to war against the Directorate. I don't know about you, but from my perspective, it's long overdue. Make them pay for what they took from us. Make it hurt. So we will. There we go. And this is important up here. We can actually control find planets on the navigation bar, which is extremely helpful. There are 2 entrances into the complex, Commander. Intel says that each is defended by a series of elevated turrets. I'm also seeing an LRM emplacement between the 2 checkpoints. BattleTech defenses should be practically nil as predicted. Lady Arano's preemptive strike has already drawn the prison's standard garrison away. I'm seeing heavy vehicles and turrets on my screen, nothing that you can't handle. Clear away the opposition and capture the prison. Lady Arano and the Restoration Army will take care of the rest. Good hunting, Commander. Okay. So, we're gonna
Roger.
kind of come over here.
On my way.
Heading out. Confirmed.
Engaging jump jets.
So it doesn't let us fire yet.
I leap. I soar.
Jumping. Receiving you. Taking the shot.
We're gonna save our ammo.
Engaging target.
Oh, that didn't. We must have missed one.
I hear ya. Got it. Line them up and I'll shoot them down, Commander.
All right.
Payday.
Orders.
Okay. We have some turrets.
Engaging jump jets.
Oh,
Good to go.
why
Waiting on you, Commander.
can't you jump there? There we go. Oh, wait, we have turrets or we have vehicles? We have vehicles.
Good to go. Acknowledged.
We screwed up our order. We should check down.
This is the Warden. We have an intruder alert. All combat units, prepare to repel hostile.
Time to fly.
So we're using extreme range.
Time to die.
Oh boy, more. enemies coming.
Engaging target.
One down.
Enemy unit destroyed.
Receiving you. Location confirmed. I've been sensor locked.
Oh boy.
Let's go. Ready for orders. Copy that.
Gonna take out all the.
Locked on.
Waiting for orders. Uh-huh.
Gonna take out all the vehicles, and then we'll move in and take out these generators to deal with the turrets. But again, we're saying maximum range, and just kind of
Engaging
shooting them from a
jump jet.
distance as we sensor lock. That's one of the reasons why we really wanted sensor lock. So Shadow Coast with 2.
Enemy unit destroyed.
I'm not opposed to him having a lot of experience, but we want to share the wealth, especially with
On
Medusa,
my way.
who doesn't get too many deployments. Okay, so
Yes, Commander.
okay, there are 2 vehicles over there. We're gonna focus on this one.
Got a lock.
What can I do for you?
Glitch, why don't you soften this one up?
Aye, aye.
We'll use our AC-5. We've been saving it.
Taking the shot.
Ooh, you didn't kill him. Well, what just happened? Oh boy. Okay. That did not work the way we wanted it to.
I've got a sensor lock on me. Barely hit, Commander.
No! Alright, we need to get you out of there. I guess that's the danger zone of being sensor locked.
Yes, Commander. Confirmed.
Alright, good job, Decker.
One more for the trash heap. Copy that.
Engaging jump jets.
Taking the high road.
Alright, we're gonna take out these 2. So we're just taking our time, trying to be smart about it so we don't take damage.
Firing jump jets.
Because we still have a good fight ahead of us.
Ready for orders.
Standing
Orders.
by.
Alright, we're gonna just keep you back here.
Got a lock.
Waiting on you, Commander. Coordinates received.
Alright, so we just encountered another contact there. We're hoping
Commander.
to get Medusa a kill here.
Confirmed.
Nice.
That one's gone. Reserving action.
Standing by.
Commander.
Same
Sensors
deal.
Locked on.
Good to go.
Got it.
putting you up front so you do have cover in case they sensor lock you.
And stay down.
Stabilizing. Engaging coolant system. Standing by.
Receiving you.
Alright, so Medusa, you're gonna come here. Alright, those prison gates, so we have two options, but we're gonna go over.
Firing on target.
You missed that?
What can I do for you?
Real shame if you missed it.
Got it.
Wow, those are super strong.
Waiting for orders. Aye, aye.
Engaging jump jets. Engaging multiple targets.
Good to go.
So we're gonna reserve down.
Roger that. Standing by. Standing by.
Maybe that was not the best idea, but we should be able to go first.
Taking the shot.
Engaging target. Target building. Destroyed.
I hear ya. Missile delivery.
Good to go.
Alright, so let's see if this works out. Gonna save the AC-5 ammo.
Brought it down.
Oop.
Orders.
That was not the turret I thought it was. I was hoping it was the right one.
Locked on target.
So we're not gonna check down because we want to make sure that we can destroy it before they can shoot us.
Engaging target.
Here we go. Turret's down.
Target building. Destroyed.
Got it.
Excellent work, Commander. The prison is ours. All direct personnel at the action station. God damn it, this is not a drill. Looks like you got more company. I'm seeing heat signatures coming online in the prison mech bay. The ward must have held a lance in reserve.
Sit tight, Commander. Lady
Well.
Arano is aware of the situation. Reinforcements are on the way.
I mean, it's kind of our job to take out enemy mechs, so... I'm not complaining about reinforcements. By no means am I
Waiting for
complaining.
orders.
I'm just kind of pointing out that,
Moving
like,
out.
kind of technically,
Position confirmed.
it's kind of our job. So we don't want to shoot the building.
On it.
So,
Yes, Commander. Confirmed.
Decker's just gonna hide behind here. Oh boy.
What can I do for you? Got it.
So, unfortunately, the Jenner
Yes, Commander.
moved to Kind of an inconvenient spot.
Confirmed.
So we're gonna So we're putting some damage on the Jenner. For the Eureka people! Alright, so Command needs to survive, so if they start turning on her, we're in deep trouble.
Commander,
So Decker, kind of
jumping.
come over here. Did you just destroy your cover? Oh, son of a gun. That is not what I wanted to have happen.
I've got a sensor lock.
Nice, take that Jaeger mech down.
Standing by.
So we're gonna just see if they make a move. They're gonna kind of
Waiting for orders.
Oh wait. Taking the high ground advantage. You are high-spirited, so let's just try to... Of course, that was a waste. So they're definitely coming at us. See, if I put Shadow there, he's kind of like... Can we kind of cut off their angling on him? Alright, so we're going to kind of path a couple this way and a couple this way.
Ready for orders.
So we're in flanking areas. Medusa's going to get out front. You're high-spirited too. We want to keep 50%. Ow.
Damage minimal.
Standing by.
She's eviscerating him from behind. So we're going to put the Shadow Hawk up here. He's our main tank.
Ready for orders.
Decker. Yeah, you're better off sensor locking, reducing those pips.
Got a lock.
Ooh, ow. Shadow, we're moving to the left.
Warning. Damage critical. Engaging jump jets.
We're just trying to take off their angle of attack.
Engaging target.
Nice.
Harder, damn you!
Shadow's the MVP of this one, that's for sure. Alright, Decker's taking hits.
I can't take much more of this.
I hear ya.
Totally get that. Okay, who do we want to focus next? AC-10. Well,
Here we
this
go.
is a glass cannon. Wow.
Did you see that?
Okay, Glitch just became the hero of this deployment. That was huge. I mean, I mean, it doesn't hurt to have a Jaeger. It's not like we were particularly, like, overly excited about it. Why not shoot his head? Okay. Please don't be a mistake. Please don't be a mistake. Let's try to soften him up for Lady Arano. So once we get close enough, those LRMs are going to be...
Good to go.
Oh wow, that kind of... Yeah, we got that penalty to distance.
Affirmative.
So we're going to try to hit him to impair his sensors. Minimum weapon range reduced.
Delivery. Yeah, critical hit.
And we took out his AC-10.
Yep.
Fantastic. So we're going to jump you here. That makes a big difference. We're putting you in front, so you're a slightly preferred target. Alright, so this pilot's gotta be getting nervous. He's stressed. Kinda surprised he's only stressed. Oh boy. We can't.
Engaging jump jets.
Kind of in the far back shadow. Wow.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
He's now panicked. He's toast. He knows he's toast. Kamea was instrumental in helping us. If we jump here, let's try to get Decker some more experience. Alright, Kameo takes him out.
Waiting on you, Commander.
So we run pretty cool in
Ready?
this environment, in this biome. So heat sink ability increases units heat sinking by 15%, and then we're also in water, so we can just keep kind of alphaing all day long. Alphaing. Can keep. Long story short, we're super heat efficient, so we can really lay into
Engaging jump jets.
the enemy.
All weapons committed.
Alright, so we took off one of his missiles.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Question becomes... No, I want you to go... Yeah, that's much better. Take off the other arm. Okay, we've now severely injured this guy. And we're probably just gonna end up blowing him up. And he ejected. The prison is ours. Thanks for the assist, Lady Arano. I have Sumire bring us down for the victory celebration. There will be no celebrating. Not after what I saw out there. Gods, Darius, the things the Directorate has done to these people. Kamea, I need you to meet me in the prison hospital right now. What is it? Better that you see for yourself. And Kamea, prepare yourself. This isn't going to be easy.
Mission successful.
Alright, another one for the books. So we took some light damage. Nothing overly critical. 1.7 million. Wow, we will take that. We might seem like we're flush with cash, but we're really not. Always take... I don't think they have any... They don't have any plus plus. weapons. I like how it tells you how many we already have, so that helps us kind of prioritize things. AC 5. You have 4 of them though. Oh, okay, we got all the mech parts. Yeah, alright, so up there in the top left, if we read that, which I didn't read out loud, it basically was saying that starting in 3049 is very similar to starting in 3025, but the progression of change because the clans are invading will be more rapid. Where if we started in 3053, all the technology would have kind of already permeated through. So I kind of like being at 3049 because as we play through the Arano Restoration, the clans will be invading, and by the time we're done with it, we'll basically be in 3053, where clans will be like fully invaded, technology's updated. So then once we kind of unlock the rest,
By the
it's
time our
great.
forces found him, it was too late. I'm sorry, Kamea. He was here all this time.
Rashu.
If we only we knew he was being held captive, we could have done something earlier. The Arana Restoration, the Icebox Weldry. Kamea, I'm so sorry. I know how much Mastiff meant to you. He was a friend and mentor to us both. He was more than that. The old man was like a second father to me, and my uncle condemned him to waste away on this rock, to die wretched and broken in agony. A hero story should end like this. Nobody should. And yet so many have. There's no coming back from what I witnessed here today. The scale of the Directorate cruelty is unimaginable. What they've done here is monstrous. It's inhumane. Our intel was wrong, Alexander. The Icebox isn't a prison, it's a meat grinder. Gods, my own family is behind this. And what's left of mine has chosen to look the other way. It isn't an easy thing to wrap your head around, but try to remain focused. We've just liberated the Directorate's hostages. With a single blow, we've shattered your uncle's hold on the founding houses. The prisoners you set free are already calling you the Sword of Restoration. We need to spread this message all the way to Cormadir to galvanize your supporters and weaken Espinosa's popularity there. Alright, galvanize your supporters. I like the sound of that. It won't be an easy process. For the last 3 years, those who love House Rano have been keeping their heads down. We won't break them of that overnight. In truth, an appreciable percentage of Cormadir's population supports Director Espinosa. In centralizing power, he improved the quality of life on the throne world considerably, and people will forgive a great deal for security and comfort. With our victory on Weldry, we've all seen what happened to those who would not be bought or indoctrinated, those who refused to kneel before a tyrant. We know what became of the people who were made to disappear, and soon enough the entire Reach will know it too. The momentum is on our side, Kamea. We need to take advantage of it. You're right, this isn't a time for hand-wringing, but Alexander, you didn't see what I saw out there. On the other end of the battlefield, the war crews, all hunched and broken, the graveyards, great fields of unmarked burial plots that stretched as far as the eye could see. Every time I blink I see it, the misery that was allowed to fester here. If I hadn't left the Ariga military to join Raju, I'd have wound up in a Directorate army. I'd be complicit in this. Every Directorate mech warrior is, but it isn't their fault, not truly. Before my uncle's coup, the Arigan Reach was better than this. This place is going to stay with these people for the rest of their lives, and I'd do anything to be able to spare them that hurt, but I can't. Worded advice from an old veteran, Lady Arano. Focus on something you can do. Give us an order. Tell us to blow something up. Shit, use your imagination. The key is you do something and you move on. Thank you, Chief Ferdinand. You have a good crew, Shadow Coast. I have a new assignment for you and a reward for your service. The Argo appears on your view screen. Ah, that space junk is flying. For decades, the record of the site of the Argo was one of my father's most closely held secrets. When I sent you to retrieve her, I meant for her to serve as a symbolic purpose, a sign of rebirth and renewal, emblazoned with the Arano cormorant for all to see. I was naive. This is a time for action, not symbols, and so, Shadow Coast, I've decided that she will be yours to command. Thank you. The Argo will serve as your new home. She will fly your mercenary banner. Lord Madeira will join you and act as my liaison, and in return you will grow stronger, sharper, more flexible. You will hone your company to a razor's edge, one that will hold the Directorate's throat. In that case, congratulations, you got yourself a navy. It's settled then. Please, Kamea, go back to the triage tent and get your wounds looked at. The conditions here are beyond insanitary, and you'll be of no use to anyone if you're dying of some exotic infection. Our people can tend to the wounded. We need you strong for the fight ahead. I will, Alexander, but not just yet. Assemble our people in the courtyard. There's something I need to say.
People of the Oregon Reach, I am Kamea Arano, and I have failed you. For 3 long years, Director Espinosa has imprisoned and starved and murdered our people. And where was I? Hiding in a palace, light years away, building support, planning. While the Directorate's secret police turned neighbor against neighbor, made your loved ones disappear, conscripted your children. I wasn't here. I didn't know. The crimes that I have witnessed here today are unforgivable. No doubt, Director Espinosa believes that the ends justify the means, that the Oregon Reach has been made strong. Well, I say that strength built on fear is brittle. The Directorate is a paper tiger, and I declare this restoration today to rally the true strength of our people, our resilience, and our freedom. Let Weldry be a call to arms. Join us, and together we will liberate the founding houses and retake Cormadir. Not because it is my birthright, but because the Directorate's crimes against you, the Oregon people, will no longer be tolerated. That is what I fight for, and I vow to fight for your freedoms to my dying breath.
Half ship will travel. In orbit, Weldry. Hello again, my mercenary friends. Before you officially take possession of the Argo, I wanted to introduce myself in person. We never really got a chance to meet properly on Axelis. So, hi, I'm Dr. Farah Murad, or just Farah, if you prefer. It's nice to meet you all face to face. Yeah, Doc, you too. I'm gonna call you Doc, by the way. You should probably go ahead and get used to it. It was impressive work you did getting the Argo flying. Between you and me, I had my doubts. Honestly, I did too. You should have seen what the Argo's interior looked like after a couple hundred years of pirate occupation. Actually, I take that back. If you'd seen what I saw, you would never have wanted to set foot inside. Take it from me, the ship has been deloused from bow to stern, and every meter of her has been hosed down with industrial-grade disinfectant. The ship is clean enough to eat off of, I swear it. Thanks, Murad. I'm sure that we all appreciate it. I'm pleased to hear it, and I'm glad we're getting off on the right foot. It isn't every day that you get to introduce to your new crewmates in the ship you just rebuilt. Hang on a sec, Doc. This is my company. I decide who is and isn't in my crew. Hear that, Yang? We finally getting a shipboard engineer. That's good, because I don't have a clue how anything on this boat works. Frankly, I'm amazed that Doc Murad managed to get her flying at all. I'm still a little amazed myself. Only a little, because I'm very good at what I do. But it was a kind of touch and go there for a while. Oh, and Darius, I'm sorry about shouting back on Axelis. As it turns out, getting shot at by pirates puts me on edge. No hard feelings? None at all. Keep this beast flying and you can yell at me as much as you want. Hell, I'm used to it. Welcome to the family. You too, Lord Madeira. I never imagined we'd be working together, but I'm glad to have the opportunity. As am I, Mr. Oliveira. Over the years of our exile, Lady Arano told me a great deal about you and your company, all of it good. Even before the events of the coup, she knew about Markham's marauders. Your assistants and her followers' Fajoled campaign did not go unnoticed. It was a job, Lord Madeira. We only did what High Lord Tamati paid us to do. Still, it feels good to be appreciated and to know that someone out there still remembers Commander Markham's name. The Madeira family name has always been synonymous with wisdom and prosperity. I'm pleased to have you aboard, Alexander. I appreciate the welcome, Commander Coast, but I'm not sure that my family name stands for much of anything anymore. With luck and your assistance, perhaps one day I will redeem it. Now the restoration's next move will be the liberation of Panzer. But we won't be ready to launch another attack until we replace the losses we incurred on Weldry. You'll have time to break the Argo in before Lady Arano requires your service. You have a mobile command center worthy of the title, and the freedom to pursue whatever mercenary work you like. I just that you put them to good use. That we will. I'll get a fresh batch of contracts looked over, Jack. The whole Rimworld periphery is our oyster now. We won't be limited by debts or travel restrictions. Exciting times, gotta say. Exciting doesn't mean to describe it. This is like returning from exile all over again. I'm right with you there, boss. It's gonna feel damn good to spread our wings. Speaking of which, shouldn't you go aboard our new ship? There's absolutely an enormous mech bay in there, and it's got my name written all over it. Damn right it does, Yang. You all heard him. Take your stations, everyone. We're free agents until Lady Arano calls for us, and there's money to be made. Dargo is not in good shape, Commander, but with time, money, and some of the chief burden and technical resources, we can address most of the major problems. Maybe even make this place nice again. I'll be in engineering if you want to know more. Lady Arano said she wanted us to get stronger. With these mech facilities, we finally have the resources to do that. Bring me scrap mechs from missions and shops, and I'll rebuild them into fighting machines. Alright, bigger is usually better. Not always the case, but well said. Okay, so first of all,
check out this mech bay, Commander. Pretty great, right? With a setup like this, there's nothing I can't do.
as we repair the Argo, it should look healthier. So just take a mental image of like how busted up she looks right now. So we're gonna go. We're gonna call this an episode in a little bit, but I want to show you a few things, including upgrades on the Argo that allow us to drop more than 4 mechs. So if you want to check that out, stick around. If not, we'll hopefully catch you in the next one. So slowly but surely saving up.
Good to go.
I think glitch is gonna be gunnery guts with focus on breaching shot.
Waiting for orders. Waiting.
Commander?
Yep.
Training
I
confirmed,
mean, we're
Commander.
building the bulwarks, so that's okay. Okay. Mech bay, mech repairs. We must have lost something. Jump jets. Okay, not
Logged
too bad.
and noted. Shouldn't be too hard.
Let's get this work done. Weapons. AC-10.
New weapon systems available.
Alright. +2 resolve gain. Heat bank. Exchanger. Ooh, mortar. That's always good. I think that's a
New
good one to get.
available.
We'll wait for an upgraded exchanger. So, ammo, AC-10 ammo. We get 10 rounds. I'm not necessarily going with the stock build, but oh no. Hmm. Alright, the Korean Enterprises designed their line of mechs to support multiple ranges. The Korean BTech targeting tracking system provides predictive hot loading of missiles based on target locks, effectively reducing the minimum range of LRMs. The predictive capabilities also extend to the aiming of autocannons. Okay, so we're gonna want that. So that's okay. Let's see what we can do here. We're going to what do you normally do? You have two. Okay, so we'll do heatsink.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
Quite a step up from the Leopard, isn't it?
Holy
Gotta hand it
crap.
to Dr. Murat. This Argo is a hell of a ship.
No. I mean, yeah, like, yeah, you're paying a lot, but no? You kidding me? We're gonna get crushed. Okay, so we're not taking any of these, unfortunately. Damn, that was an increase in difficulty
Welcome to
pretty
the
darn
respawn,
fast.
Commander.
Okay,
Welcome to
so
engineering,
upgrades to
Commander.
Argo. Here's the
Happy New
deal.
Year.
Command and control. When we upgrade this stuff, it's going to allow us to
All right, I'll get the team on it right away.
drop more than more mechs than.
Hey, boss. We've just completed
Oh,
these upgrades.
stop.
Hello, Commander.
So we're gonna do. We're
Roger that,
spending all
Commander.
our money
I'll
to
get the
drop an
crew
extra
moving.
mech, and then we need mech control, and then we're gonna upgrade this, and then we'll just kind of go around and upgrade other things. So real quick on the mech bay, we are going to store you, so we have an open spot. So so I didn't do a good job explaining that. Let me go back real quick. So
Got some things to
we can
update you
upgrade
on,
the
boss.
Argo. Mission, command, and control. As we upgrade these things, it will allow us to drop more than 4 mechs on regular missions. So we cannot do this or use this on priority missions because it will bug out and not work. So priority missions will only drop 4 mechs. But everything else, we're going to drop as many mechs as we can because we're better off doing that. So we're doing drop size. We're working on Junkyard Leopard. So this basically allows us to get it fully operational again. Then we're doing mech control. And this is going to allow us to command an additional mech warrior directly in the battlefield. So as we upgrade other things, we can upgrade command and control, which will be our priority. So that will kind of help. Now, the other thing we're going to want to do is focus on training modules because then they gain experience. To at least get 10,000 total experience to make sure that they're actually building skills because we're on very slow. So our priority is command and control, training, and then just kind of going around grabbing things. So like basically our build will be like boom boom, then we're gonna go power systems, training modules, structure, and just kind of like do that. But this will be the priority followed by training for our build because that's what we're gonna need. So hopefully that makes sense. We already looked at that. Captain's quarters. So we just blew out all our money. We used to be rich and now we're back down to where we're at.
We'll be taking on a new deckhand. If you're up for shore leave, keep your eyes open for potential candidates.
I want to keep the spider there just in case. Oh man, Junkyard Leopard costs 60,000 to maintain. Whoa, did not realize that. Okay. So I might regret that decision pretty quickly here. So let's check out navigation. Oh wow, the clans are already at it. Clan Jade Falcon. What is this? Clan Wolf. Clan Smoke Jaguar. Wow. Already. I guess the early worlds out there are pretty easy to capture before like it heats up, but it's already happening. Alright, so we're gonna do some filters. Wait. Why are you not working right? You're all like higher than. I don't I don't think this is working right. Travel costs 120,000.
This is a all-ship
I'm
announcement.
wondering if we should have run out more side missions.
For maintenance at 0830. If you're not the commander or a member of the engineering team, stay out until Yang gives the all clear.
We're gonna travel to Larenton, and then
Auto
we're going
command.
to just see the missions, and then we're gonna call this an episode. Oh boy. Um,
That work order is complete, boss. Top-notch work, if I may say so. Sure thing.
power system.
It'll take
Oh,
a bit, but we'll
nope,
get it done.
no. We wanted command console. Broke my own rule. Whatever. It's gonna take us a few days to get there. Super expensive, so we're hemorrhaging money, so we really need to run out missions efficiently to build up our C-bills.
I wrapped up that job you asked for, Commander.
Strolling down the hallway, you collide with Decker, who seems to be in a hurry. Oh, Commander, I was looking for Darius, but you'll do. Glitch is on the verge of a brawl with Behemoth. You'll need someone to remind them they're teammates, not enemies. You have command experience, don't you, Decker? Decker blinks. Well, yeah, but on board your ship, I'm just a pilot. I don't want to overstep my authority. Authorize Decker to deal with it. Oh, man. He totally failed. Good idea. Always respect the chain of command, and right now, I'm commanding you to deal with it yourself. Salutes manages back. Later, Darius mentions he had to rescue Decker from being pounded by the two mech warriors.
Ready to go over financials whenever you are.
Ooh, that sucks. Still very difficult, especially with stingy payouts. So I'm sincerely hoping there's some missions we can take. Man, this looks so busted.
Those upgrades you asked for
Alright,
are on time. What
fantastic.
brings you down
We
here,
want to
Commander?
deploy more mechs
Alright,
to
I'll get
make
the
it
team on it
easier to
right away.
take on harder missions. Wow, we're at 860,000. We're in real
We've
trouble
arrived at
here.
our destination, Commander.
Okay, thank you. Only hiring Ronins, which we do not see. I don't even know why I'm looking at stuff, because we're not buying anything. So, come
Always
on,
good to see you in
contracts.
Oxford.
We want one skull missions, battle, beautiful. So we're going to take this one on. Recovery we'll take on. Battle we'll take on. And if we're feeling lucky, we'll take on this battle. So, we will do this in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I am actively trying to grow my channel, so please consider subscribing if you haven't already. And please drop this video and other videos you enjoy a thumbs up, and hope to see you in future videos. Shadow Coast out.